Africa is off the hook. Everywhere we went, it was a band. Sing, sing, I wanna sing the song of tomorrow, mama. They had drums, they was dancing outside. As soon as we jump out the car, they'd be like, it was cold-blooded.
Everywhere we've gone in Africa, I'm just blown away by the spirit and the spunk of the people.
We had so much fun with this one group of dancers.
And push. And push.
They were trying to teach me, but it wasn't working. It just made you want to dance. Bono jumps out there and starts dancing with them. It was so funny. And then he grabs me and we were all dancing. I cannot move like they could move.
She's a funky chick.
May 27th, 2002.
We're gonna have some fun over the next few days.
We visited one village that I'll never forget because I met some amazing people.
This is our country, Uganda. You're most welcome. This is our place.
Oh, wow. We visited Mabel and her mom, Eleanor.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us here.
Sometimes Bono and Chris Tucker would sort of break off with us and do these sort of special activities that were planned basically to concentrate on the AIDS in Africa. You know, they're smart, they're motivated. The attitude is
Yeah, all these people are really asking us for is a help so they can transition from where they are to where they want to go.
It made me feel like that what we were trying to do was really important to Bono and Chris Tucker.
Shall we go?
Let's roll. Hello? How are you? Eleanor has HIV. She's a single parent raising Mabel and Mabel's two sisters. Well, what do you do to be healthy? How do you keep yourself healthy?
We all just sat around this coffee table and discussed what it's like to be HIV positive for Eleanor.
I got a call of headache and skin rash all over my body.
Almost as bad as the disease itself is the stigmatization that goes on around AIDS.
People changed around her when they found out she was HIV positive.
They don't want to share with me plates, cups. They ignore us. That hurts me very much, and it makes me sick.
I'm just terrified to find out if they're HIV positive, and then if they find out they have it, they're not going to be able to get access to the drugs. Are you on the drugs to keep you healthy?
I haven't started those drugs because they are very expensive.
She's got a death sentence on her head. We're here because we want to get the message back to the United States, where I come from in Europe, that it's not acceptable that your mother doesn't have access to drugs that can keep her alive to see your kids. We don't think that's acceptable.
You know, she was so strong, just like a strong woman.
The real reason we were here was to see something incredibly powerful. It's a tradition in Africa for HIV patients to make a memory book.
They create this book with pictures of stories in it from their lives.
So that their loved ones have something to remember them by when they die.
I wanted to introduce you this book. It's a memory book.
Well, I didn't know where to turn when she brought out the memory book.
It was like a family tree that she made for her children when she passes.
The memory book detailed her life.
So I wanted her to know much about my family. So here, I was telling her about my history.
Wow.
The clan which I belong from, all my grandmothers and my father.
Bono and Chris, you could just see, their awe, and they were so inspired by this.
I've never seen anything like this before.
This one is a page of a hospital where I'm being treated.
She talked about how she contracted HIV.
What her father was like, what she hopes Mabel will be able to do in the future. Just really something that Mabel will be able to remember her mother by.
It's the mark of an artist, really, to want to describe your world and to leave behind those descriptions.
It's a blessing to have you because, like Bono said, take this back and let people see an example of, you know, a strong black woman. You know, this would be a good example to bring more help and do better things.
To try to describe children's life for them in print, because you're not going to be around to tell them. That's something nobody should have to do.
Thanks for the hospitality. We had more hospitality here than we had off the United States Treasury.
They took us on a tour of their village, which in Uganda was of middle-class standards.
Hey, come on through. I think the guy rather liked you there.
These are some of my neighbors.
So what's going on in the hood situation?
Check this out.
Wow. Go on, Chris, you gotta get the do.
Let me get this right here.
Do you want the number one?
Who's gonna start on me? I have never seen any conditions like this in the States. People in the cities in the United States, they need to see this because it inspires them and say, look, our problems ain't so bad. Absolutely nothing. Who? Oh, that's how it goes. I don't know how we got it.
I didn't think they played our records on the radio.
They do.
Mabel, you can see, is just full of life and full of terror that she's going to lose her mother.
What do you want to do? I'm available.
Mabel took Bono inside her house.
The living conditions are horrendous according to the standards, you know, that I'm used to. There's really no privacy, no personal space at all.
You got electricity. Do you know how many people have electricity in this country? No, 3%. 3%? 3%. We're in Beverly Hills on the electricity front.
She's like, I love to sing.
Sing for Mom. You want to sing for him? Sing a song? Don't be shy.
I need a God to be my love. I need a God. I need a God. That's my life. I need a God.
It was just a really wonderful moment. I really felt like we bonded with Mabel.
Good girl. And I
Want to see a best friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Mabel.
I think Mabel really captured Bono's heart.
Mabel.
You bring the thing for me.
You got me singing on the table.
You sing for me the other song.
Oh, how did you hear that?
You guys later, kitties. A trip like this is so special because you can talk to people, you can touch people. You be good, okay?
Mabel. Bye.
Meeting Eleanor and Mabel was an amazing experience, just seeing their courage and their strength and their pride.
It shows the strength of family and unity.
I'll never forget your memory, bro.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Me personally, I want to just get a whole village for like $10,000.
What's really important is to say that, you know, private charitable donations, they're really important. They're as important for you, they're important to the person who gives it, as they're as important for sometimes the people who receives it, because it connects you to God's purpose, and it enlarges your life.
People who are happiest in this life are the people who are helping others the most.